You ready? We're gonna play a game? Look, right? Alright, G2 or Ghost? No, you gotta look this way. You're not allowed to look at the camera anymore. We know what happened last week. Alright guys, we are back for the Week 3 predictions for the Rlcs. Giblet took a minor setback last week, but he's back in full force for this week, predicting every single game. Let's get into it. First, we'll go over Week 2 of North America. I tried to go for the upset pick. I'm trying to have some fun here. And FlyQuest just didn't want to show anything. I think Giblet's trash pick was more about FlyQuest than G2. But I got FlyQuest wrong. Looks like Twitter, the perfect 5-0. NA's been extremely predictable so far. The big three not dropping a set to anyone yet. And Giblet going a perfect 1-0 on the weekend. Very, very smart of him. So Twitter getting a little bit of an edge. And Giblet even getting a little bit of edge in the win percentage column, at least on me. Moving over to Europe. We got Twitter didn't fare as well, 3-2. But that's also because Europe was absolutely nutty. They did get the PSG versus Flipside matchup that I got wrong, and then everything else was exactly the same across the board. Giblet didn't pick any of these. Very smart week to not pick Europe because Europe was a little bit wild. So Giblet coming out on top there. Well, I guess Twitter barely over Giblet. And we'll go over the final standings. 12-8, I'm on the year. Most of that is because of Europe. 4-6, ouch. And then Giblet, he's got a positive record in NA and a negative record in EU. I don't blame him. Don't blame him whatsoever. And Twitter's kicking butt. So far, the odds-on favorite. Hasn't won most games. I think the only upset pick I would say they picked, Twitter, was probably Flipside PSG. Was like the upset one, and they got it right. Everyone loves the cooks here. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the picks for this weekend. All right, let's start it off. G2 and Ghost. In NA, it's going to be a little weird because we got 5 games with the big three. None of them play each other, so very likely all 5 win. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put that in right now because I've had enough. I have had enough of NA. I am done. I am done with the teams that are not called G2, Energy, or Cloud9. You need to show me something. Every time I try and pick you as a cute little pick, it doesn't work. So you guys need to show me something. So far, it hasn't happened. So Ghost, I'm looking at you. EG, I'm looking at you. So let's go over the one game that matters this week. FlyQuest versus EG. So this game, actually, let's go over Giblet's picks as we go. And we might actually do, so we'll do all of NA for Giblet right at the end, I guess, just to make it a little bit easier. There will be some cuts, but we'll just do all of NA for Giblet, just to make this video a little bit easier. But, all right, FlyQuest versus EG. This game is very interesting because we've seen that there's basically 3 groups in NA right now. There's, you know, the big 3 that don't lose to anyone. Then there's the roster shakeups that are all trying to catch up to the big 3. And then it's the 2 newcomers that didn't make any roster moves that are playing pretty good ball from what we've seen. So this is the first time we're seeing the newcomers versus the roster shakeups. And honestly, I think this is probably the most one-sided game, if there is one, like out of these groups, where EG is the favorite of the roster shakeups. And FlyQuest, they lost to Allegiance. And honestly, they haven't shown me enough yet throughout the season. I'm picking EG because of that. But this match is a match that both teams desperately need. I think FlyQuest, like in the grand scheme of things, they have to win 2 out of 3 versus these roster shakeup teams if they plan on losing to the big 3 every time. And the wins that are more likely are Rogue and Ghost. But that'll only get you a 6th seed, and that's at best. You still might not make playoffs because of that, depending on other results. Which is not really going to help because you're going to be playing G2, Energy, or Cloud9 in that first round of the playoffs. So, in all reality, FlyQuest has to win this matchup to have a chance at the 5th seed, to have a chance at the World Championships, have a chance to turn around their season. I just don't see it happening. They have looked, like last week versus G2, I was looking at how many times they jumped up for the ball and didn't really do anything, like put any pressure on G2 when G2 like touched it around them. And I did the same for G2. And it was basically, it was somewhere close to like, in games 3 and 4 is the 2 games I looked at. 24 times FlyQuest went up where they didn't get any piece of the ball or didn't really change the outcome. And so basically they're just out of position now. About 12 times for G2. So you're not going to beat G2 if you're spending twice the amount of time going up for balls that you shouldn't be going up for. FlyQuest needs to fix that. They absolutely need to. They need to stay more grounded. Sure, they're fast, but everyone else is extremely fast too. We'll see if FlyQuest can turn it around this weekend. They desperately need to. They only have one game this week, but I don't see it. I have EG. Let's go over to Giblet for his picks for the entirety of NA. G2 or Ghost? Which one?
Buddy.
Which one?
Buddy.
Which one do you want to give me?
Buddy.
You give me both? Ryan, you got to choose one. Okay, we're going to do one this time. G2 or Ghost? G2 or Ghost? Which one?
Buddy.
G2? Okay, we're going G2. The first thing you point at, Ryan, is what I'm going to choose because it was rough last week. All right, FlyQuest EG is up next. Can I have these?
No. Yeah.
Oh, God. You picking FlyQuest? You picking FlyQuest? All right, well, there's EG. He's got FlyQuest. I'm saying that's a FlyQuest pick. Go FlyQuest, Ryan. Say FlyQuest.
Yeah.
Close enough. All right. Can I have it back? What's next? We got Energy versus Ghost. All right. Which one? Whoa! Which one? Which one? You can't pick? Can you pick Energy or Ghost? Now you're just looking behind me. Now you're watching Paw Patrol. Ryan? You just gonna ignore me? Ryan? Ryan? Energy or Ghost? Can I have one? Alright, Energy fell in my hand. Ghost did not. We're counting that as an Energy pick. Alright. Next up, what do we got next? C9, Allegiance. No, Ryan. Oh, okay. Ryan, C9 or Allegiance? You kind of grabbed C9 early there. You going to give me C9 right away or Allegiance? Which one? Alright, Cloud9 it is. Cloud9 is the victor. Okay, Ryan, G2 or Rogue? Whichever one you took first. You took G2 first. We're counting it. Yummy, yummy. Okay, G2 is the winner. Next up is Energy and EG. Get another goldfish out. All right, Energy or EG? Oh, he went for EG. Okay. Good job, Ryan. Say bye-bye. All right, there we have it. Those are the picks coming in. His picks are actually pretty good from the looks of it. He's got FlyQuest in the upset over EG. He's got the upset of EG over Energy, so he's picking against EG in the easier game, picking for them in North America, versus Energy. And honestly, Giblet, this is North America. This is not Europe. It's probably not the best idea. I don't think we're going to see a PSG in North America for this week. But hey, maybe he's smarter than us. Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out this weekend. Moving on. I'm going over to Europe. We'll do these in order. We'll do them one by one. So Mouse versus Complexity. I put this as my most hyped matchup of the week. Simply because Mouse is basically one win away. One win away from being top 6. At this point, with Europe being so close, 2 wins might not cut it. 2 wins, there's going to be a lot of tiebreakers at 2 wins. Like, there's going to be tiebreakers everywhere. But if you can get the 3 wins, you're probably safe. You're still not even safe technically there. But most likely you're safe to make a top 6 spot. This is a huge series for both these teams. Complexity has not looked good at all. They got extremely lucky that they beat PSG in week number 1 in that game 5. It wasn't pretty on both sides, but Complexity edged it out. Complexity last week just looked like crap. Complexity's got to find a new form. Mouse, though, last week played Dignitas, but that was the first time I truly could say, like, hey, these guys are contenders. And I think that continues, and I'm going to go Mouse here. They just look pretty good. They look aggressive. They're doing an extremely good job with the challenge in the midfield. And Complexity cannot sit back and just play defense against this team. It is not going to work. So we'll see if Complexity changes their game plan. Magnus has done nothing this season. A lot has done nothing. Greasy is the best player on their team right now. And that's not saying much either, because Complexity just has not looked good. So we'll see if the old Complexity boys can pick it up and get a much-needed win versus Mouse. Again, every win in Europe is going to be much needed. Today's basically like a breakaway day is what I'm calling it for Europe, where can any of these teams that play 2 games break away from the field and maybe like kind of stake a claim in the top 2 spot? And that includes Dignitas too. They are 3-0. Or 2-0, I should say, I think. I don't even know anymore. It's early. But if Dig wins both their games, I think they're 2-0. Then they will be 4-0. And then they'll be set for a top 2 spot. But it's not for certain. It's not for certain. So, I'm going to go Mouse here versus Complexity. But it could be a coin flip. It could go either way. I think a lot of these games are going to be coin flips. So, we'll see what happens. I'm just very interested to see what we get out of these games. All right, Vitality, PSG. PSG probably saved their season last week versus Weedham Girls. They finally played a good series, and they needed to desperately play a good series there. They're doing another doubleheader here. It's their last doubleheader. They will have played 5 games by the end of this week. They will only have 1 game each in the final 2. So most of their season will be done after this week. A very important week for them. Vitality as well. They're playing their first doubleheader. They're 0-2, and like, what has happened to Fairy Peak? I feel like Fairy Peak is completely lost on this team right now. Cannot figure out where he should position. Personally, like if I was Vitality, I would try and feed the ball to Fairy, let him move up the field, and then see what happens with that. Like, try and put him more in the offensive. Like, Pashy maybe be like, hey, I'm going to chill back a little bit further. I want you guys to basically play 2v2 ball. Have your fun, do your half rotations, and just see if you can get Fairy Peak involved. Try something different, because Fairy looked lost. Like, I think Scrub's doing a pretty good job in the midfield, like, beating out players, just coming down to the last shot. He's not really getting the most accurate of shots, or the best scoring chances either way. So, Scrub, I believe he's, like, #1 in shots right now, but not even close to near the top for goals, so Vitality's got to figure it out. PSG figured it out last week at the very end, but I'm still not sold. I'm still not sold on PSG. I think PSG is a winnable game for Vitality, and there's just something about Vitality. I still think Vitality can make a comeback. I still think they can, and if there's any week to do it, it's PSG and Complexity, because they are just... Oh, I forgot to do the Giblet thing. I'm going to cut it in before this, so yeah. And then I'll put it in the... Actually, we'll just do these 2 games in a row, and then we'll show Giblets. I'm going to go Vitality here. I don't know why. I still think Vitality can make the comeback. PSG looked much better at the end of last week, but they've been on and off. Vitality has only been off. We'll see if we ever see an on from them. I see, like, glimpses. I see glimpses of it, but it's just not enough yet. I think Vitality wins, probably just because it's Europe. And honestly, it's just going to be really close down the line. So, I'm going to go with that. Let's go over to Giblet. Let's get his picks in for these 2 matchups. Okay, Ryan, Mouse versus Complexity. I think you were smart last week in not picking Europe.
No.
Which one? Mouse or Complexity? Alright, you're going with Mouse. I'm counting that as Mouse. Good job. Yay. Okay, next up. Vitality and PSG. Okay, which one? Oh, you're still going over there? Alright, Vitality it is. Alright, Giblet agrees. Mouse and Vitality. He's a smart man. He's very, very intelligent. Smart boy, I should say. He's not a man yet. My wife would be mad at me. He's our little baby. Anyway, we're going to continue Dig versus F3. The only 2 certainties of all these picks, I basically think all the others are coin flips, is Dignitas. And they're really good. Flip side, they won last week. Like, Cookshire did pretty much everything, but their offense was still not a lot of offense. But I did like their midfield passing out to Cooks or whatever they did to then transition to the offensive side. And Cooks basically finished most of the goals or was part of every single goal, which is good to see. He's going to need some help, obviously, versus Dig. But this is Dignitas we're talking about, and I'm going to go Dig here because Dignitas is really good. Again, we'll do 2, and then we'll do Giblets. Weedham Girls and Fnatic. So Fnatic showed up last week, and all three showed up. They were doing a very good job on the offensive side of the ball, except they started to slip up a little bit on their defense versus Vitality in the middle of that series, but they started passing. They started making plays. I actually am really impressed with what Snatsky's doing. He keeps, like, confusing defenses with his touches, because, like, everyone keeps thinking, like, so the two, in case you missed it, last week I did one where Tigray thought Snatsky was going to go to the wall, but Snatsky confused him and went straight over his head. Now this week, same exact thing. Snatsky, he should have went off the wall, or at least everyone thought he was going to. So Scrub drives up the wall. Instead, he goes for the give and go with Mummy Snow parallel to him. And really confused Scrub, and it turned into a really nice give and go goal. So Snatsky's playing well, which is what I was hoping for out of Fnatic. They have a shot. They have a shot in any of these games. Weedham Girls could have solidified a top two, at least in our minds, if they would have beat PSG last week, but they got a little cold there. I don't know. I'm still liking Weedham Girls. I know they're heading off series at the end of the day. I'm just basically canceling out that series, the Weedham Girls PSG, by my picks right now, but I'm going to go Weedham Girls. I think Weedham Girls is extremely solid of a team. I still want to see Remco get a little bit more involved on the offensive side, but for the most part, they're just doing a full rotation, and whoever's there is there. Ignite's still playing pretty well. Metznaris had a little bit of a quieter week last week, but he's still showing up. He's still showing up. So, like, Remco got more involved, I should say, in the offense last week. It was mostly Ignite, but then Remco was coming in pretty clutch, like that overtime game 4 winner. So, I think Weedham Girls could take this. Again, like, this one's definitely a coin flip, so we'll see. But let's go over to Giblet, see what he's got to say. Dig and toss or flip side? Which one, Ryan? Which one, Ryan? Dig and toss or flip side? Which one? That one or this one? Which one? Which one? All right, Dig and Toss wins. Next up, Weedham Girls or Fnatic? Which one, Ryan? Which one? Which one? Weedham Girls or Fnatic? You going Fnatic? Yeah? Fnatic? Yeah? All right, Fnatic is the winner. All right, Giblet is going with Dig and Fnatic going against me. Traitor. Traitor. Anyway, let's continue. Vitality and Complexity. So there's 3 teams I'm not confident in right now. Probably. In Europe. And maybe 4. Maybe throw Fnatic. Actually, yeah, probably throw Fnatic in there too. Maybe a little bit. But Vitality, PSG, and Complexity are my, like, 3 bottom teams, and let's see who finishes in the bottom. I think what I saw from Fnatic last week I liked, and I think there's a chance that they can break up and go back in the top 6. So this is a golden opportunity for Vitality. Again, it's going to depend on what they do earlier. Like, I think if PSG beats Vitality, they probably lose this series. If Vitality beats PSG, they probably win this series. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And another coin flip matchup, I would say. I'm going to go with Vitality. I think they're going to cancel out their woes. I still think they're a good team. They're probably not a top 2 team at this point, but I still think they're a good team. They just got to find their form. If they find their form, they are going to be extremely scary. If Fairy Peak can feel comfortable on this team, extremely scary stuff. So I'm going to go Vitality. I think this is the week. I think every week is the week, but I'm going to go Vitality. It's really, really tough to call. And finally, Dig versus PSG. I'm going to go Dig. I'm just going to tell you right now, I still think Dig is the best team in the world. And until they lose, I will continue to pick them every single time. They are just too good. Even when people have off days, then K-Dop carried last week. I felt like Turbo carried a little bit in week number 1, even though they all played really well. So someone always steps up. They only need really one good player because the other 2, even at their floors, they're still insanely good. So that's what I'm going with there. Let's see what Giblet's got to say about these matchups. You want Cracker? Cracker? Which one? Complexity. In a close series, because he goes straight for the other one too, versus Vitality. All right. Last series, Dig versus PSG. You keep. Can you say PSG? PSG? Can you say PSG? Close. Can you say dig? Dig, dig, dig? Dig, dig, dig? Good job. These are probably the two that you can say the best. Can you say PSG? Can you say dig? Good job. All right, Ryan. Dig or PSG? Which one? Which one? Neither? No? Both? Oh, cracker? Look, cracker. Which one? Ryan, which one? I think Waffles might pick this one. Waffles, want to pick this matchup? Dig versus PSG? Which goldfish do you want, Waffles? Here. All right, Waffles, go over there. All right, Waffles. Which goldfish? Waffles. Oh, Ryan's got it. PSG it is. Can you say PSG? Can you say dig? Good job. All right, going against me in both Complexity and PSG for Giblet. We'll see who wins that. And again, Twitter polls will be up. They'll be in the description below, so you guys can vote on that. I'm actually probably going to put them up right while this video is processing. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. Europe's been nutty. North America's been very stable. We'll see. We'll see what happens this weekend. Very big weekend. Week number 3 will be over the halfway mark. Only 12 games left in each region after this week. Super exciting. I'll be there all weekend. We got some special stuff planned, so come check it out on Saturday and Sunday. And, yeah, my pick'em's not going that well this year, but that's kind of how I like it. You know, we want to see some upsets. So that's why I'm looking at you, NA. Don't let the big 3 go 12-0. There's only 2 more games for the big 3 versus the others in week 4 and week 5. If they go 12-0, come on now, NA. Come on. We should just have 3 come from NA, 5 from Europe, and call it a day. Jeez, NA. Anyway, that'll do it for me. Or should I say NA instead of anyway. Yeah, that'll do it for me. All right, sorry about that, guys. We'll be back next week. Bye. All right, that's a wrap. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ryan, who's the best?
No, Mama.
Good job.